Hello everyone and welcome to my Lego table. So today we are going to be doing a Bricklink set. This is set number 910037. This is the Mushroom House. So this is from the Bricklink Designer Program Series 2. This came out in 2024. I think it was in June of 2024. And of course, it's just a one sellout thing. They only made 30,000 copies of this. That's it. Okay. It does come with 3 minifigures. Now, when this came out, it sold for $89.99. Nowadays, if you got it in like a new and sealed condition box, it runs about $165. And used, depending on how good of shape it is in, and also the seller itself, it's going to be anywhere from about $95 to $150. Okay. So these sets, if you don't know what the designer program is, I've said it before in some of the other designer program videos, but just in case you're just watching this one and you haven't watched any of the other ones, the Bricklink designer program, I think originally Bricklink used to be like its own company, but it is now owned by Lego. I don't know if they owned it back when this was out, because I think that's more of a recent purchase. I didn't look up like dates and all of that. But Bricklink is basically for people who build their own Legos, and they like maybe have put that Lego in for the Lego Ideas program, which is basically Lego Ideas. It's people who have their own Lego ideas. They can put in their set, and then that set would become available as a Lego if it's, voted to be in there. So the Bricklink program is for people who have put their sets in for Lego Ideas and they didn't make it. Then they can put it in for the Bricklink Designer Program and see if they can make it in there. Now, for each series that comes out, they only pick like 5 sets to be made into a Lego set. And these are 100% Lego. They're done by Lego, but they only sell so many of them and only in a short time period. And they come out about every 3 to 4 months, I think. So this is series 2, which came out in June, I think, of 2024. Series 1 was in February or March of 2024. So you order them and then they're shipped to you like 3 or 4 months later once they get them all done. The newest series, series 5, came out in June of 2025. And we won't receive them until October, I think it is. So it's about 4 months or so before you receive your actual products. You just pre-order them. Once the pre-orders are done and they've hit the amount that they want to, then you can't order them anymore. You have to get them off of eBay or from somebody else. Okay. Okay. So there's a few differences between like an actual Lego set that's labeled as Lego and a Bricklink set. One of them is that the Lego sets comes with a printed instruction booklet. The Bricklink ones do not. It just comes with this card, which has a picture of the set itself. It also gives you information about the set, like the designer, and things like that. This was designed by Jonas Cram, and then it has it in different like languages and stuff too. So this is a really cute set. I love this little snail, the little guy riding the snail on there. It's so awesome. But anyways, on the back of this card is your instructions. So you can scan these if you want. If you already have the apps, then you don't need to scan it. You can just go in there and type in the set number. But you can scan these for either Lego Builder or Bricklink and get your instructions on how to build this. So they're digital instructions. So that's one of the differences. One of the other differences that I have noticed is I'm pretty sure, at least I keep forgetting to look it up and I need to look it up, but I'm pretty positive that with these sets, they don't change anything. So you go in and you vote for the sets that you want. The top 5 get in to be released as a set. I think it also would depend on like copyrights and stuff like that too. So like most of these are not sets that are copyrighted. Like they wouldn't be like a Batman set or a Harry Potter set. Most of these are just people develop sets. They're not incorporated with any kind of movie or anything like that. But so these sets become available because of people vote for them. The top 5 get through. And I don't think like they change them. Like I know in Lego Ideas, you can put your set in and it'll look one way. And then if it does make it through and it's going to become a set, Lego might actually make changes to it. So I don't know if the change, what the changes are based on. Is it based on easier of build, harder of build, less Lego bricks, more Lego bricks. Is it bigger? Is it smaller? Whatever. With Bricklink, you pretty much get the build that they built from what I can tell. It doesn't seem like Lego like changes anything or anything about that. So you vote for it, that's what you get, okay? So that is some of the major differences between a Bricklink Lego set and a Lego set, okay? So other than that, pretty much everything else is the same. The Legos all come bagged up like they would in a regular Lego with numbers on them. This one particularly has, it looks like 7 bags, but it's not just 7 bags, it's 7 steps, okay, pretty much. And each of those steps usually has more than 1 bag. Sometimes it's just a regular size bag and then a little tiny bag of little stuff. But a lot of times each step has more than 1 bag with it, okay? All right, so we're gonna get started with bag number 1, get that together, and then I'll be back to show you what we've built, okay? So I'll be back in just a minute. Okay, you guys, so step number 1 is done, and we made the really cute little snail, and we also did this minifigure. So basically just a minifigure. She's got on like a blue under outfit with a green kind of vest-like thing over top that's belted. It's holding, I think it's a piece of food for this snail. She does have a 2-sided face, which is why right now her hair isn't on. So you have this face here, which is kind of like the smiley face, or this face here, which is more like a sad face there, okay? Or a worried face, okay? And then you can go ahead and put her hair on, which I'm trying to do this left-handed. It may not come out good. There we go. Okay, so that's our first minifigure. Then we have the snail here, which you can put the minifigure on if you want. But it's really cute. I love this little snail. Okay, so it's got some cherries or tomatoes hanging off the back here, some other like fruits and veggies. You've got this big flower that's attached, the rope to control it, and then the saddle or whatever you want to call that is kind of chained on there. It's got the 2 little eyeballs here that kind of move a little bit. And yeah, so adorable, you guys. That is just... for some reason, I really like snails. I don't even when I see a snail outside, I just think they're really cool. So they're one of the coolest little, I don't know, are they a bug? I always forget if they're a bug or not. But anyways, them and slugs. I like slugs too. I don't know why. I just do. Okay, you guys. So we're going to move on to the bags for step number 2. And once I get that done, I will come back and show you what we've built. So I'll be back in just a minute. Okay guys, so the bags for step number 2 are done. And we have these little fences up, all these vines. Got, I think this, I don't know if that's a pumpkin or something else there. Got the foundation for the house itself. Got a little bucket over here, a few other things. Okay, so that is it so far. So I'm gonna go ahead and start on the bags for step number 3. Once I get that done, I will come back and show you what we've built. So I'll be back. Okay, so the bags for step number 3 are done, and we have more of the house up here. So we got the door on and the doorway. And then we got a chimney here. On the inside, we have a little bit of a fireplace here with like a cauldron in it. There's a cup on top, and then a little cooking instruments. You got a chair and a table here, which is actually looks like a paint thing, but that's okay. You got a little like clover shaped rug in there. So yeah, so that is the inside so far, and it's looking pretty good. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and go on to the bags from step number 4, and I'll be back as soon as that is done. Okay guys, so the bag for step number 4 is done. First we created 2 different minifigures. They're in kind of the same outfits, but with different hair and stuff and different faces. So you have this guy here who has the big flower and then a smaller, like biggery type flower. He also has a backpack on. Oh, well, that just fell out. And then this little blue berry type thing goes in that backpack. And then he also has this little like knapsack. Oh my goodness. I'll get that in a minute. Okay. And then we have this guy here who's basically just, actually I think this is a girl who's holding a letter here. But like I said, they're in the same exact outfit, just different hair, a little bit different smiles. His is a little bit more outlined smile wise. And then we created all of these things. So you have the little jug with water coming out of it. You have this big flower here, this smaller flower, then it's kind of like a sled, and then this kind of triple flower. It hasn't put these on the house yet. I don't know if it does. Oh, I think one of these minifigures is supposed to be hauling this, and then you can put this stuff kind of inside. So it's like a wheelbarrow, basically. I just looked at the picture and noticed it. So yeah, so you can kind of put that stuff in there and kind of wheelbarrow it around, okay? All right, so now we are going to start with the bags for step number 5, and once I get that done, I will come back and show you guys what we've created. So I'll be back in just a minute. Okay, so the bags for step number 5 are done, and we started getting the like mushroom top added on. You've got a little window here with some flower in it. You've got another rug. Got a paintbrush here with some letters and a lantern. And then, of course, the edge of the top all the way around here, okay? Looking pretty cute so far. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and move on with the bags for step number 6. And once I get that done, I'll come back and I'll show you what we've got. So I'll be back in a minute. Okay, guys, so step number 6 is done. And for that, we have built this, basically this upper section here. So we have this little chest full of stuff with this little picture above it. There's like a crystal in there, a statue, and a bowl. We got the little leafy kind of looking bed with the leaf curtains, and the leaf curtains over here as well. And then from the outside, you have this great little window and the little spots that are supposed to be on the mushroom top. Another window here. And then this really cool chimney, which you could kind of move around a little bit if you wanted to. You know, you can make it stand up straight. You can make it kind of go this way or that way or whatever, okay? All right, so we are going to move on to the bags for steps number 7, which is our last steps here. So I'm going to get that done and I'll come back and we'll have this whole thing complete and I'll show you what we've got. So I'll be back in a minute. Okay, guys, so this is completely done. So this is it from the outside. You got the nice flower in the back there. We put the top on, so it's complete. When you turn it around here, you've got the bigger or smaller mushroom, I should say, right next to it here, which is really cute. And then you have this from the back. We got the big blades of grass sticking up, and we put all these like little curly Q things in. There's a plant right here with some nuts or something on it. You've got the well pump right here. Let's see what else, anything else, more of the little curly Q plants. Oh, we put like the little mailbox in with the flag, the flower here. Other than that, oh, and put the top on, I think that's a pumpkin. It's either a pumpkin or a really funky looking orange, but I'm guessing it's like a pumpkin. So we put a flower on top of that, or a plant on top of that. So yeah, it is really cute, you guys. So this does finish this off. It is adorable, and if you kind of scooch out here, you can see all the minifigures and the snail with it as well. Very, very cute. Okay. All right, you guys. So that is it for this video. I hope you guys liked it. Please like, subscribe, get notifications, and check out some of the other videos so that I can keep bringing you guys more and more Legos. Also, you guys can check out my eBay to see what Legos that I have up for sale right now. Other than that, I hope you guys have a good day. Oh, and there will be a link in the description for the eBay. I'm sorry about that. I hope you guys have a good day and enjoy your Lego building or whatever else that you might be doing. And we'll see you on the next build. Bye.